Back in September, the Vikings dominated their first matchup against the Lions. Can Detroit get revenge? The answer comes your way next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2000. Three and 0 versus 0 and 3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go, boys.
Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I'd say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 19 carries, 124 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
And some space here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle. And that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Conklin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And Lance's throw taken in by Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Working with a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lance now on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
2nd and 10.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Left side, Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That one good for only of 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Cousins now. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it. And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, Cousins.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw it is Cousins.
And that is incomplete. Oh, we did everything to hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 43.
Lance going to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's Lance. It's caught here by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Lions Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
This is Swift on the counter.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Vikings 18-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass. Up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action now. Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Kingsley Keke
drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
on 1st down. Lance.
And this one's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's second down and 10.
And Lance again going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Cousins on 1st down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing is Cousins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He'll find Thielen working the middle. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Lance now on 1st down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 39, Lance. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Once again, it's Swift. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Lance going to hold on to it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Detroit.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and he wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Lance on the keeper, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Trey Lance with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Lets it fly for Thielen. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 56 yards. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Here's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. To throw, Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Well, it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Minnesota. On first down, it's Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much since. Handoff comes to Cook. A little juke. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Forced out to his left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Now he steps away, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here comes the Lions punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure? Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
That's it, baby.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. On 1st down, Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. And Cook has it, left side. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Cousins now from the 50. He wants it all for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun now for Lance. And it's complete to Adams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Lance now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On 1st down, Lance. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And that's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. Swift's got the first. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. And he's got room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 103 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The Lance now to throw. And he fires one incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And now out comes Minnesota. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, it's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 4th down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They've gone final now in Dallas. Time for another look at this Lions offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Lance. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From midfield, here's Lance.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get him back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He'll have a first down past the 40.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. And Lance going to throw.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Patrick Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. but they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part one is done. Now part two. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run it again with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. What can Cousins do in the OT?
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Cousins, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a run with Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's Will Hernandez, former 2nd rounder out of UTEP. Cousins.
There's Jefferson to pull that in.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Again, it's Cook.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Minnesota, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.